It's game day, baby. The battle for New York. The New York Jets. The New York Giants. They play once every 4 years. The preseason. The Super Bowl. But this is what matters. Blood is on the line. Today, 1 o'clock, Jets Giants. Before we get there, let's preview it. Let's give some final predictions. Let's get involved. Who is the better team? Spoiler alert, it's the Jets. Let's get into it.
Zoinks! It is unequivocally the Super Bowl for New York Jet fans.
Field Yates, baby. Field Gosh darn Yates. Let's bring him on the show.
Come on, people. Connor Rogers is joining the show. What's up, Connor? But Trevor Gosh darn Sycamore, baby, for me, personally, my favorite New York Jet of all time.
Wow, it's great to be on. What an intro that was right there.
Paul, nobody does an intro like you, man.
Paul, you give the best intro of literally any podcast that I've ever been.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, 20 minutes in length, quick snack size, okay? And of course, there's the audio-only version of the podcast. Simply search for Boy Green Daily if you'd like that as well. It's spooky season, baby, and we've got Jets Giants. It's a lot of fun. Every Sunday, we, of course, have, as Dakota said, the first comment on the vid, Woody! Yeah, very like a soft J. Woody! And there he is. Let's bring him in. James gosh darn Woody for some Woody 3 and other fun festivities. And everyone feel free to comment wherever you're watching. We're on Facebook, the YouTube, and the Twitter account. We appreciate you. Good morning, Woody.
Yes, we are here, Boy Green. Dakota, I see you. Happy Sunday. It is guaranteed to be a Sunday fun day. Boy Green said it's a snack, but we about to pack a punch. Don't worry about the size of the meal because you will get your full caloric intake today on Boy Green Daily.
Wow, that is something. That certainly packs a punch. And it just hit me now that maybe a little salsing. Do Giant fans still enjoy that? Little give them a little bit of that business. Those Bahama T-shirts might do a number. Now, I will say this. I can't show it, as I found out, unfortunately, the YouTube overlords. We're not allowed to show NFL clips on the show. By the way, random shout out here, right? So I interviewed Garrett Wilson all those weeks ago. That was super cool, right? And I said, it'd be cool. I'll show it on mute because I don't want any copyright thing. I just want to show Garrett Wilson his catch in the Buffalo game on the screen, and he could walk us through kind of what was going through his head. Thought it was pretty cool. And then NFL says nothing. I'm like, oh, that's phenomenal. Okay. Then I reshared it recently because that catch was just nominated the number one catch of the year through the first 7-8 weeks of the season. I was like, oh, cool. That's a perfect time to say, hey, guys, remember Garrett Wilson on my show? He broke it down. And then the NFL said, hey, we just broke down your video, pal. And we saw that you used some NFL footage. And I was like, come on, man, get the beep out of here. So anywho, I'd love to show you guys the thing that fired me up this morning, but you'll have to go. What a great tease. Thank you, NFL, for forcing people to my Twitter account, I suppose. But at BoyGreen25, I forgot about this hit. Apparently, a few others may have reshared the clip earlier this week for Jets Giants week, but Michael Clemens declating Tyrod Taylor in the Jets Giants preseason game last year, where he sent our boy, shout out to Jake Asman, to the shadow realm, where he just destroyed Tyrod Taylor in half, and his soul was, departed, destroyed, annihilated into the universe. So I saw that last night. I said, ooh, that's got to be the game day tweet this morning. So Michael Clemens, he has everybody fired up on a Sunday morning. So without further ado, Mr. Woody, it's time to get into all this action because, quite frankly, it's Jets Giants. And I'm going to be honest, before we even get to your Woody 3, it's important for me to be honest. It's part of, my weekly meetings we have every Wednesday. They said, Paul, I'm like, hey everybody, my name is Paul. Hey Paul, and I'm like, thank you, God bless. But they said you need to start being honest. So I'm going to be honest with you, Woody. This Jets Giants game, I'm completely overlooking the Giants, and I'm not saying it like I probably should be. No. I'm saying I am, and I have no problems with it. I have no remorse about it either. This Giants team is not good. They have what 2 wins on the season, and one of them took like one of the greatest comebacks in NFL history against checks notes the Cardinals, and then the other one was the Washington Commanders. I mean, come on, people. This offensive line sucks. Tyrod Taylor, okay, he doesn't throw a lot of turnovers. Does he want a cookie? He scored 14 points and 9 points. They're last in the league in points per game. What the hell, man? Why should we have to fear every opponent and respect every opponent? I don't respect the Giants. They suck, and the Jets are going to destroy this team, as they should, coming out of the bye. I'm not going to play in these waters. Well, of course, it's going to be close. These games are always close, of course. You throw the record down. Well, shut up. No, I'm not going to accept that. So I'm going to do the reverse strategy. I'm going to give my prediction at the beginning of the show, right now. The Jets are going to beat the Giants 24-6 today. I just want to put that into the universe. And by the way, those 6 is not a touchdown or mixed extra point. They're only scoring 2 field goals. Okay. And the Jets are going to contribute with a pick 6. Okay. That's happening today on Tyrod Taylor. I haven't thrown a pick. Mom, you haven't played the Jets yet, pal. You haven't played the Jets yet, pal. So, anywho, wanted to kind of reverse course and just say it right from the get-go exactly how I feel. Any Giant fans or Jet fans that disagree can feel free to hop into the comment section and call me an idiot. People have not been afraid to do that in the past, but that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Let's get the Woody 3 on the screen. How do you feel about that, Woody? Me just laying all that on the line right there.
Hey, Kyle on Facebook pretty much said what I was thinking the whole time. The Patriots suck too, and we lost to them. Just saying.
I see. Well, I wasn't prepared for a counterpoint, I'm going to be honest, but that's a fun fact that not very fun. That just happens to be a fact, I suppose.
Definitely nothing fun about that fact. But it is a fact indeed.
All right, let's just get to the Woody 3. I mean, for God's sakes. Here it is, everybody. Here's the Woody 3. All right, let's get into it, Woody. Woody, Red Dead Redemption.
Yes. Incredible video game series for those who have played.
I have not. Well, I've not dabbled.
Oh,
I've not dabbled. So I need to get into this, apparently.
Yes. Oh, Rockstar. You know, they are incredible. Everybody knows Grand Theft Auto, but Red Dead Redemption is amazing as well. So this is actually pretty clear. You know, last week I pretty much have talked about it every single week. Is the red zone right? Right now,
yes,
it's dead. It's dead in the red zone. But if there's any hope, right? Any reason to believe that this is a week that finally there's a change. It's the fact that the Giants on the season allow 58.3% of the time in the red zone a touchdown. Right?
Wow, that's a lot.
That's pretty close to 60%, 3 out of 5. I also mentioned in the full length article how the Giants defense has actually stepped up big time. And that's why I do think that your assessment of them is a little unfair. You know, they've dealt with an absurd amount of injuries on their offensive line. Like they literally had to call people off the couch just to play. You know, you want to talk about the Jets offensive line last year. They weren't calling people off the couch the way that the Giants have. And those guys go down as well. I mean, they've been getting beat up. I'm hearing that violin, but I'm just saying that, you know, these are things that you would take in consideration if you were a fan of the team, just like what we said with the Jets. But
sure.
I digress. Going back to the point at hand, the Giants defense have actually shut down their opponents the last 2 games to 10.5 points per game, right? So that seems like the defense has stepped up big time. But even in those 2 games, there have been 5 opportunities in the red zone, and they've allowed a touchdown on 3 of them. So this is the game. Even with the defense stepping up, they're still allowing 60% of the red zone TDs. If the Jets get to the red zone 5 times this game, we better see 3 TDs, and not 0 like what we've been seeing. So this should be the game that they're back in it.
Let me ask you a quick follow-up here. Do you more believe in the Jets overcoming their odds and demons off a bye week, or wow, the Giants are so bad that by default they just kind of have to stumble into the end zone a few times? Which one is more real there?
I think it would have to be the former, that the Jets
Hmm.
step up, because I
Oh.
truly don't believe that the Giants are as bad as their record. They should really be 3. They should have 3 wins. I mean, if you
Oh,
saw
they
that Bills
should.
game,
That's a good point. Yeah, that's
you
a good point.
know, so I really don't think the Giants are that bad.
Wow. Okay, that's the Woody take. So I start off with they are terrible, and you're like, well, well. Actually, Paul, I'm gonna unbutton this Mama Bahama shirt, and I've got a Giants T-shirt under here. Whoa, hey now, plot
Oh,
twist.
definitely
Oh,
don't have one of those. Definitely
role
don't have one of
reversal,
those.
but no, that's okay. We'll continue to get into it. Up or down, you're doing some of your well, they're not cheat codes, your little beep boop bop, your
Oh,
little buttons on the video game. If you're on Grand Theft Auto, up, down, left, right, booyah! I got a machine gun, So up or down. What does this code happen to do on number 2 of the Woody 3?
well, going back to Kyle's comment, right? The Patriots suck and the Jets lost to them. And a big part of that was no turnovers forced on Mac. I mean, they forced 10 turnovers on the likes of Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Jalen Hurts, 3 of the very best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. But when they faced middling quarterbacks like Dak and Mac, 0 turnovers were forced, right? Lost both of those games. So Tyrod is not arguably the best quarterback in the league. So will the defense continue to play up to the best and play down to the rest? Or will they finally win a game that they should, or dominate, a player that they should, and actually force some turnovers against a quarterback who last year had a better game than Zach Wilson has ever had in his career? I don't know if you're familiar with his stat line last week, but he was tremendous.
Let me take a Bing search real quick. Tyrod Taylor.
Bing. Does that people still
Stats.
use?
Let
People
me
use
get the
Bing?
reading glasses on. 62% completion percentage. Meh. 279 yards passing. Meh. 2 touchdowns, no picks. What am I missing here?
I mean, that's literally more yardage than Zach has had in a game this whole season.
All right. Yeah.
2 TDs.
Passing yards are overrated. Go ahead. Yeah.
What? Overrated? That's how you move the ball.
I'm just kidding.
2 TDs to 0 interceptions. That's something that Zach has only done once in 3 years in his entire career.
All right. Well, the completion percentage, 62%. Zach Wilson's beat that several times this season.
Throw into Richie James. I don't know.
Maybe that's more impressive, right? Maybe that bumps up, the curve at the professor. Ah, yes, of course. Curve up. Oh, maybe. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Tyrod Taylor, double T in the morning. Although I think it's fair to say while Washington had some hype from a defensive perspective heading into the season, haven't really delivered on that billing so far from a defensive perspective. Jets, on the other hand, while lower in the sack total, right? They got like 13 sacks on the year or something. Pressure percentage numero uno. I think they could make Tyrod Taylor's a life of living hell, which may, I haven't thrown an interception. Well, when they're coming like bat hell crazy for you, sometimes you got to make a quicker decision, quicker process. That's basically the Jets defense. Is they accelerate the mental process, and oh boy, how about that guy? Oh, green team, son of a what the hell, Jinky Scoop? What happened here? Like, so that could often be the case. But zoinks, hello. But anywho, let's go to the third Woody 3 of week 8. What do we have here? This is not a drill.
This is pretty much a plea for every single person that I'm looking at right now in the comments. My man, Boy Green, right here. All right. Hey, come on. Health is important. Health is wealth. All right. And our hearts cannot take always being on the edge of our seat every single week with a minute left in the game, talking about, are the Jets going to win? Okay, the Jets need to start. Like, if they are going to be a playoff team, this is a team that has struggled, right? That there's no secrets about that. The Giants have struggled. Can they win this game before the 2-minute drill? 5 of 6 games so far. The answer was no. The one time that wasn't the case was when
I was there.
They got shellacked in Dallas. Boy Green was there live and in person.
Did not enjoy that
with his own eyes.
I did not. Right? No.
But for the other 5 games, it was 2 minutes. Oh, we have no idea who's going to win. Can they step up, right? And the Giants actually perform well in this scenario because the Giants also, right, most of their games they've been getting, not also. It's been the opposite. Most of their games.
I was going to say.
They get beat up. But when it is close.
Safe word. Yeah,
they step up. They literally step up. They technically should be 3-0 in those games. I'm still talking about the Bills game. I know Giants fans still just have trouble sleeping because of that clear hold on Darren Waller. So let's not give the Giants a chance to make a play late. Like, if you're the Jets, win the game before that 2-minute drill. Because we know that if it's the Jets ball and there's a 2-minute drill, it might not end too pretty.
Again, I said it at the beginning of the show because I want to be honest. Scoob. I just want to lay it on the line. And I just feel like this Giants team is not very good. Their run defense is leaky as hell. This feels like a Breece Hall game if I've ever seen it, and goes buck wild. Also, the blitz thing. Let's talk about that for a second, because that's what Wink's going to do. He's going to throw the kitchen sink, his mama, his grandma. He's going to throw everything at Zach Wilson all the time and see how he responds. And the thing that I love is Zach Wilson is doing quite well against man coverage. And that's what happens in these scenarios. Wink Martindale trusts his boys to go one-on-one, mano-a-mano, basically a little bit of that third down defense the Jets like to run, except the Jets, again, normally don't send the entire universe at the opposing quarterback. So as that's happening, and it's one-on-one coverage, we have mano-a-mano with Garrett Wilson. You're telling me he breaks one tackle, he's going to the house. That's what I see. Breece Hall, a run to the blitz. He breaks the initial wave of defenders. He's going to the house. House call. Breeze. That's what's happening. So, like, that to me, as I look at this team, I look at this Giants offensive line that has straight off the couch. I'm here locally in Syracuse. We cover Syracuse football. That was ugly on Thursday Night Football, but I digress. Justin Pugh, the former Syracuse first-round pick, hail to be he. Like, he's starting at left tackle. Andrew Thomas ain't playing. Who knows about some of the Evan Neal was up in the air, according to a Giants insider. John Michael Schmitz has been kind of iffy all week. That's 3 of the 5. You're talking 60%. Mr. Woody, beep, boop, bop on the calculator. That sounds like 60% could be missing. I don't know, man. I look at every level of this, and I see the Jets dominant. We've had people. I did it on my radio show this week in Syracuse. We did this bit where we had to, I'm a Jets fan, obviously, and my radio co-host on the radio show is a Giants fan. So we went position by position to see who would win and have a Jets fan, Giants fan, quote unquote, debate. And my brother from another mother rolled over ooh, you win that one. You win that one. Yeah, of course you win that one. And then by the end, I'm like, Jesus, you didn't even put up a fight, man. And we look at this roster. So the roster better. The team's better, the record's better, the feelings are better, the vibe is better. Like, I don't know, man. Every level I look at this, I see a Jets blowout win. I just see it. Everyone else is not seeing it. They're not willing to put it out there. I'm trying to give you what you're asking. And the Woody 3, you go up and you're expecting maybe this is going to be an air ball. No, it's nothing but net, baby. That's what's happening. I'm presenting on a silver platter exactly what you requested. You want your cardiologist and your heart people and everybody to say, hey, it's okay. The 2-minute warning. They're up 35, pal. Nothing to worry about except padding the stats for mama. Okay? Like, what do you possibly fear about this Giants team outside of the New England fun fact earlier where, hey, they were bad and they lost? Okay, that was back in week 3. We're in week 8. Why are we talking about week 3? That's the past, okay? And tomorrow's a gift. That's why they call it a present. Come on, man. Like, I'm dropping all kinds of knowledge over here. This is a game. that the New York Jets are not only going to win, that's a formality. That part's already written in the NFL script. Folks, I saw it. Spoiler alert. Jets went, yeah, okay, knew that part. It's how many points are we going to win by? That's my question for today. As I'm watching the game and we're going through, I'm like, oh, yeah, Tyrod Taylor got sacked again. What is that, 12? Yeah, he got sacked 12 times. Oof. This is what's going to happen. Okay. Week 1, Giants Cowboys. Did everybody remember that? You like bringing up good memories for Giants fans, losing to the Buffalo Bills. Here's another one. You lost 40-0 when everyone was watching on Sunday Night Football. And you were sacked, what, 11 times? 12 times? Against the Seattle Seahawks, what were you sacked? 11 times? 12 times? Like, the Jets defense is going to eat. They're hungry. They're coming to the table. Oliver Twist, as we found out, please, sir, can I have some more? That's it. Sack, 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 sack. Or what's that song with Lil Jon? Shot, 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 sack, 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 sack. That's what's going to happen in this game. I feel so confident. And beat drops. So, like, here's the thing for me. I feel overwhelmingly confident in this game. I'm walking. I see some people having a nervous Nelly feeling. Oh, I'm not so sure how I feel about the game. I've just told you how you're supposed to feel. They're going to kick the Giants' ass on the road, hostile territory. Robertson has his team ready to go into the Lions' den to win a game of this magnitude, Woody. I feel great. Great. Tony the Tiger, great. I feel great. Mm-hmm.
Well, you definitely feeling more than good. I'll definitely tell you that. So yeah, perhaps great. I mean, if we're talking score predictions, which you already gave,
yes,
I will say that mine is also a win. It's a win. I know more often than not, we on two different sides of the same coin, but this time,
could say, yeah.
You know, I got the Giants losing 23-10.
Oh. That was a plot twist right there. You said you started with the Giants. I have the Giants losing.
Losing.
Yeah. But you normally you say the first team and you're like, okay, losing. Yes. Anywho, what was that prediction?
23-10. I don't see the smackdown that you were seeing. I don't know. And perhaps that is lack of faith in the Jets. I don't think they've had any more than one, decent, like one non-bad offensive game. Like I can't even say they had a good offensive game. 2 offensive turnovers in a game to me is not a good game, and that's the most they've ever had in a game this season. So unless, and you actually said a pick 6, that would be the only way to start spreading the score, not spreading the news.
That's not the only way. Score. Fumble recovery, a scoop and score. I don't discriminate. It could be. It could come in a variety of fashions. Quite
all
frankly,
these defensive touchdowns. Yes, without
special teams. Xavier Gibson back, maybe.
So I don't see it being too far apart unless the defense does like put up multiple touchdowns, which is rare. Especially for this defense. This defense doesn't really score touchdowns like that. Sauce dropping pick 6s in his hands and stuff. So 23-10.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I think that's fair. That's 2 Breece Hall touchdowns, not 3 field goals from my boy Greg the Leg. Wogs line. My fantasy team still eating every week besides last week because we was on bye. So I actually got smacked. Then the Giants putting up 10. I do think that they can find the end zone one time.
What was the Breece Hall prediction you just had right there?
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. That's double the amount of yards Saquon Barkley had the last time he played the Jets. It was 1 rushing yard. 1. And that's the guy they've been champion over the last 2 weeks. He's their best player. He makes their offense go. Oh, does he? 13 carries for 1 yard. Hey, quality over quantity. That's what I always say. I don't like getting all the glutton and getting all the extra yardage. Why do that? That was 1 solid yard. Let's not kind of distract with window dressing. Come on, people. Come on. I'm going to be back. How about this? It's 7:54 a.m. because, again, Boy Green Daily. This is the morning, unless you're listening on the audio version. We appreciate that as well. Couple hours. I'm getting ready for the Jets post-game celebration show. I might as well already label it because I already know what's going to happen. This is just – I'm just watching the game because, you have to go through the process of I'm just going to be like in the mirror, though. I'm going to have the game on and then a mirror beside it. Me. Win, 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 win. I'm just going to be practicing my speech for after the Jets win this game. This is going to be an utter annihilation. The Giants are going to be wiped off the field. It's not going to be close. No, sir. No, sir. It may be close. What I would do if I'm a Giants fan, here's some advice. When it's 15 minutes left in the first quarter, the beginning of the game, I take a picture. It'll last longer of how the score was close. It was 0-0 by default. Kind of take a quick little snapshot. Or the mental ones where you go, do a couple of those because you'll want them. You want to keep them and show them to your mama next week when you visit. And say, hey, it was close. Oh, what was it? It was 0-0 at the beginning. Oh, okay. Yep, that's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. I mean, I cannot believe this man
I want all the
is
smoke, baby.
oozing confidence for a team that literally does not have blowout wins. Like it happened twice last year, right? Once with Zach at quarterback. So it doesn't happen. I don't think it's gonna happen this week. I guess.
Hey, there's a Giants fan already in here. He said, y'all better not lose. There he is. Cruisin 26. I hate the name, but thank you for contributing.
Well, I mean, if it was up to you, he'd be cruising for a bruising, right?
But instead, we'll be cruising with a victory. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yeah, my father.
Even you and your father. I literally just saw the same thing. I mean, Boy Green. Keep your words sweet just in case you got to eat them. This is.
I best not. I don't miss.
He don't miss.
I don't miss. We'll see. We'll see, Woody. I know we bring different perspectives, which is good for the show. That I'm an optimist and you're a negative Nelly, and you hate the Jets, and you're just obligated to be here from your contract. But I'm telling you, man, y'all, when the game's happening, just go. That Boy Green guy, he's pretty smart. They pay him the big bucks for a reason. They're actually the big bucks being exchanged, but yes. Yeah,
I will not lie. That is what I was thinking against the Eagles. So I've had the thought.
I bet you were.
Oh, yeah. I was. But I don't know. 23-10. That's what 13 points is good. Okay. That's a good margin.
That's not bad. But again, I just want the Giants to acknowledge their tribal chief, the head of the table. Okay, the face that runs the place. The best team in New York is the Jets. And Bills fans, shut up. We already beat you. So shut up. Okay? So this is the battle for New York. And the Jets are going to take the crown. By the way, they've lost the Giants in 2011. It's been over a decade, people. Over a decade. It's been a long and lengthy reign for the Kings of New York. The Kings of the North.
The Kings of the North.
We shall continue that reign later today. So I love it. Yes. Give me Jets or give me death. Yes. That's it.
Okay, Your Grace. All right. Hey.
And with that Euro step? Hey now.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. I'm just saying. That's possible. All right. Well, any final thoughts, Mr. Woody, on this game?
I mean, you just said it all. I mean, the Jets have not lost this matchup in over a decade. I do not expect them to lose it now. This is a big momentum win to finally go above 500. That is huge. Without QB1, let's keep this train rolling. The Jets are 1-9 their last 10 games after the bye.
Wow, that's a stat I was unaware of. Okay.
Yes, it is. They are pretty bad. But Salah was only around for 2 of those.
Oh, see, right? That's better. Yeah.
So, they are not like I hate stats like that. Like, oh, they've never beat the Eagles. Like Garrett Wilson was not playing in the 80s. You gotta keep the stats like relevant to the players themselves. So they're not responsible for the complete 1-9, but they are responsible for today. So bring it, play hard, and let's get this dub.
All right, there you go. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in for Gosh Darn Boy Green Daily, baby. We appreciate it. Make sure wherever you're watching, you show your support or listening. Like the video, hit subscribe down below so you guys never miss an episode. Again, we're live every single day at 7:30 a.m. After this Jets-Giants game, the Jets will have back-to-back primetime games. The Jets have played very well in primetime, whether wins or losses. They've played very well this season. Monday Night Football, the LA Chargers, and then Sunday Night Football, the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll get into all that in due time. But later today, guys, join me. It's an open invitation to the court for a post-game celebration. 2 hours, because we'll be celebrating immediately after. But 2 hours after the final whistle, we'll be right back here to talk all about it. And I know a lot of people saying, this is, I'm going to save this. All right, save this. Suck on this, baby. The Jets are winning, and I can't wait to enjoy it and go through it. It's going to be juicy. So thanks, everybody. God bless. Woody, enjoy the game, pal.
You too. Bermuda.
Right. Oh, I will. Hey now.
Hey.
Hey now. Oh, hey, here we go. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be like we're on vacation. I'm enjoying it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you in a few hours. Take care.